So I remember I was once asked in a job interview what it is that I love so much about sexual health. And originally I said, I don't know, it's just in my bones. I'm just really passionate about it. And the interviewer was like, that's not really a good enough answer. I need more. And so I reflected on it, and I thought, and I responded that the reason I love sexual health is because sex and relationships and intimacy take place within every other aspect of our lives. So they're influenced by everything within us and everything around us: our culture, our beliefs and our spirituality, our families and our parents, our children, our friendships, our relationships, where we grew up, our language, our race, our ability or disability, our sexual orientation or gender identity, by everything. And of course, by our mental health, our physical health, our trauma, the experiences we've had, and the things that we've seen. And all of these, start to surface in our sex lives and in our intimate lives and in our relationships. But we don't talk about them in relation to our sex lives and our relationships and our intimacy. We tend to talk about these things sort of over here, and we keep sort of sex over here as in this other thing that we should do. We should all do it, but we should just keep it over here and not talk about it too much. I don't know about many of you guys, but my sexual health education was pretty horrific. I remember learning that although the erection is often referred to as a boner, there is no actual bone in the erection, which of course has been very useful information that I've used many, many times over the years. Not really. I've worked in the field now, the field of sexual health, for over 20 years. And I've seen time and time and time again how a lack of good sexual health education really impacts people, not just their understanding of things like pregnancy prevention and STIs, but a lack of understanding and skills around consent, around communicating needs and boundaries, around porn, around pleasure and libido, around changing sex lives. How do our sex lives change as our bodies change, as we go through life transitions like pregnancy, childbirth, menopause, illness, injury, aging, and how does sex happen or continue to happen or change when we're stressed, when we're tired, when we're exhausted, when our nervous systems are shot, when the demands of modern life feel relentless, when we're highly stressed. How do all of those things influence our pleasure, our intimacy, how we feel about ourselves and our bodies, and how do we feel about the bodies of other people around us? How do we connect with other people? So that's why the concept of sex in the real world was born, that I really wanted to create a space where we have open and honest conversations about things that we are often not open and honest about. I want to take away the shame, take away the stigma, take away the taboo, and bring some things to the table that we often like to keep to the side. I also want to do it in a way that's educated and informed. There's a lot of great content out there that's really captivating and compelling, but that isn't sort of grounded in, this real sort of nitty gritty of sexual health and well-being. And because of my career and my personal and professional experiences, that's something I can bring to the table and I want to bring to the table. And I really want to change how, when, and where we have conversations about sex. So if there's anything that you would like to have a conversation about, maybe about consent or porn or libido or different types of relationships, communicating boundaries, exploring different things, anything that you're worried about or curious about or just want to talk a little bit more about, I would really love to hear from you. What's important to you, what matters to you, and what at the moment do you think stays quiet that we could bring some awareness to. So that's the plan behind this channel, and I hope you guys will all like and follow me. And I'd love to hear in your comments, either private or public, about the things that you'd like to talk about. And welcome to Sex in the Real World. This is take about 959. Hopefully it's the last one. And my first reel is long. I do like to talk, and hopefully future reels will be a little bit shorter, but equally compelling.